All right, so we created this handle login in app.js, and we're passing it down, and then we're creating a render login function that returns a login or login page component. And we're passing that handle login function from app.js as a prop to the login page, and then we're rendering the login page right here. So when I come back to my login page, I can say like TA preet and click 1, 2, 3, and let's open up the terminal, or I'm sorry, the console, and look at there and see what gets returned. Uh-oh, error connection refused. All right, does anybody know what's wrong? Nope. I'm actually not running my backend. All right, so list cd backend. I'm going to source venv bin activate Python manage.py run server. And there we go. So if I were to submit that again, there we go. Notice I come down here, post token auth, and up here in the terminal or in the console, I get the token and the username when I log in. Awesome. But now we have to do something with this information. So inside of the app.js, up here, once we console logging that data right there, let's go ahead and check to see if there's a token. Let's actually first do a hard refresh and like check something that's not exist, that doesn't exist in there. So we get a response back, non-field errors, unable to log in with provided credentials. And if we do log in with a good user, TA preet 1, 2, 3, I get a token. So right here, I can say like, hey, if data.token, so if the response has a token, I can store it as state. I can say like const is logged in, set is logged in, and I'm just going to say you state initially the value is false, and I'm also just going to add a user as well. User set user, and initially it's going to be null. And up here, I need to import use state. Let's also import use effect because we might use that later from React. So if there is a token, we can set is logged in. So is the user logged in? We can set that to true. And we can also just set the user, set user to, what is it, data.user, like so. And let's actually just console log is logged in right there, and maybe the user right there. Is logged in. User. All right. So I refreshed it. So is logged in is false and user is null. I can do TA preet 1, 2, 3. Submit that. I get is logged in is true, and now the user is right here as well. But we also have that token, and we can probably store that token somewhere. Let's go ahead and store that token in local storage. So I can say, let's actually see what's in local storage right now. So I already have a bunch of tokens up there. Let's do local storage .clear. That's old stuff. Local. So initial length is 0, and if I want to log in again, just check local storage again, still 0. There's still nothing in local storage. So local storage, let's do set item. Auth token. I'm just going to call that local storage item auth token. And let's actually data.token. See if that works. So if I refresh everything and I do TA preet 1, 2, 3, I get username is logged in, and let's check local storage. And there we have auth token, and there's my local storage, or there's my token stored in local storage. Let's also pass that down to our render login page. Let's do pass the user down, user, and is logged in to our logged in page. All right. So now on a logged in page, when a user logs in, let's have it change and display something else. So we're passing down user and is logged in to props. And so in our login page, we can just say, hey, if the user is logged in, so if is logged in is true, return something else. Return, return a div. Let's actually just comment this out. Let's just return a link to the home page. So notice how I'm on the login page, but I'm having a link to the home page. But if I refresh, let's try that again. Let's do the other one, Tom. No, let's just do JWT. And there's the home page. I can go to the home page. All right. Let's see what we can do. All right. Let's actually, we can handle login. Let's actually handle logout. So const handle logout should be relatively easy. Logout. Logout. That should literally just be able to clear local storage. So pretty much all of this. So set item, we can actually just clear local storage, but let's actually just set the auth to null, is logged in to false, and set the user to null.
Auth user rather than auth token.
This will be the auth token, not the auth user. So it's literally just that token.
Hey, Tom, is there any difference practically between setting the auth token to null and clearing? Well, I guess clearing local storage would get rid of everything, but
Exactly. Yeah, so I don't want to get rid of everything just because there might be other information in local storage. So I'm just literally just setting the auth token to null.
It would be kind of funny to clear the user's entire cache of cookies.
No. So I'm also going to pass down handle log out to the login page. And I'm going to, just to keep things simple, I'm just going to create a button that says log out that has an on click handler to it. And it's just going to handle log out. Handle log out like so. So if I go to /login and do TA preet 1, 2, 3, submit that, and then just do log out, everything's false again. Logged in is false, user is null, local storage is also null. You can also test it to make sure login still works. Logged in is true, username TA preet, email, and I can test local storage. And I have that auth token in there again. Now let's go to the sign up page. So sign up page is going to be pretty similar, except we're not actually going to render the sign up page. We're just going to handle everything like the submission and everything from the sign up page. So I'm just going to copy some stuff over that still pretty similar. However, this handle sign up function, when we submit this form, we're still going to need to create, but I'm also going to import the link from React router DOM. And for this API, for the sign up page, we need to create that before. Let's just create that first. So URLs, API. So I'm just going to create another sign up user, which takes in a user object, very similar, like username and password or whatever we want. And we can return fetch, something very similar to this. But instead of token auth, does anybody remember what the URL is for?
That's all under core/users.
So core/users like that. I believe that is it. So we have to export that. Great. So I'm going to bring that over here. So sign up page. Let's go ahead and let's do just see what props. Let's do props. So const handle sign up takes in let's do async, takes in the event and event.prevent default. We're submitting a form. Again, let's do the same user object as the login page, or it's an app page. So pretty much the same thing as this. To bring that over here. Instead of login, we're going to actually use the sign up user, which automatically comes up here. And sign up user, await data response. Let's actually just console log data. All right. So the sign up page has a form, handle submit, takes in a username, password, and links to the home and login page. If I go to home, let's go to sign up. There we have the sign up page. If I want to create a new user, what should I create? Let's just Ron and password AB CD 123 123. Sign up. Awesome. So I get a response back with the token and the username. So I signed up a new user. I can do a hard refresh and go to login and type in Ron AB CD 123 123. And now I've got username. So I didn't sign up with an email because I didn't require an email for this one, but I've got the username Ron. So I guess I don't need that email there. Awesome. I can go to home. All right. So I created a login page, a sign up page. But now when I go to home, well, let's actually see, do I need to do anything? What if I go to sign up and just type in something? Oh, that actually worked. What if I didn't include anything like so? I just did sign up. Looks like I get the username. This field may not be blank. This username already exists. So look, it already gives me some information back. So field may not be blank. So yeah, like the information here is pretty, I can pretty much create any users like so. All right. But after I log in, maybe I want to push to, let's actually look, come in here, console log, props. So props, there's history there. So I can actually go history.push. So after a user signs up, I can do like history.push. All right, let's actually extract history from props. So history.push, where should we push? Just the home page, I guess, or the login page? Because after you sign up, you're going to want to log in right away. So if I log in or to sign up, it goes to the login page, and then I can log in with that or that user. All right. What questions do you have about signing up a user?
Tom, if you were gonna enforce like password complexity requirements, or say we were including the email, you wanted to validate the email, would you do that on the front end or the back end?
You would validate, you do it in both. You like, so in Django, there should be a way to validate password protection, like making sure it's so many characters and yeah, so there should be a way to do it on the back end, but you could also do it on the front end, like making sure if it's an email, making sure it has like an @ symbol with a .com or .edu. There's like a regex formula you can use to make sure that it's like a valid email address. And also like password as well. Like you can make sure, hey, if the password is not 8 characters long, then don't send the response. So,
Yeah, like I've seen a lot of times done as like a helper function. So like before you'll fire off like the dot save, it checks if the password's good. Otherwise, it'll throw an error, which is then like rendered on the screen. You just kind of use whatever inside a DRF does that.
yeah. All right. So for the home page, yeah. So with the home page, it's actually, when we go to the home page, let's actually render the username. And if there isn't a username, just have it have a link to log in or sign up. So for the username, if we want the home page to have access to the is login and username, we can pretty much do the same thing that we're doing right here. Instead of rendering the login page, we'll just render the home page. Render home page. And here, home page. And down here, instead of component rendering the home page, we'll render a function, render home page. And we have H1. And we can deconstruct right in here is logged in. Is logged in. This is capital IN. The user and handle log out. So this home page will say like, hey, we'll do some, if there's a user and we'll just create a div. So if there's a user we'll say hi user.username. And in here, if the opposite of is logged in, so if login is true, so if login is false, we'll want to render perhaps like a div to the login page or sign up page. So we'll create a div. With a link tag to the login page. And we'll do the same thing with the sign up page. Sign up. Else, we'll just have a button that says log out. So if the user is logged in, we'll just have a button for a log out. We'll have handle log out, like so. Up here, we can import the link tag from React Router DOM. So, all right, let's see if this works. So if I go to the home page, I get hi TA preet, else I'm logging out, so I can go back logged in, TA preet, 1, 2, 3, submit. So username is logged in. I can log out from the login page or go straight to the home page and say hi Tom Preet. But when I refresh this, I want the user to persist, but they're not persisting. That's where the local storage token comes in. So in here, in my app.js, I can, let's go down here. There is a route I can go to grab the current user from the database. So in my app.js, or I'm sorry, my user API, I can do const get logged in user, and that takes in, all it takes in is a token. That token comes from local storage, and I can do this fetch, something very similar to this. Instead of going to core-users, does anybody remember the current user? Like that? And check with my URLs, my core URLs. So get current user will grab the current user that's logged in. And instead of passing anything in the body, I can add this authorization to the headers. And then here I want to add JWT and add the token. And this token is going to be coming from local storage. So I can literally even do like local storage, get it here, and I'll do it from the app.js. So get logged in user. And what method or what hook should I run right when, what hook should I use to automatically trigger right when a component renders?
Did mount?
But we're in functional based components. So that's a lifecycle method only used in class based components.
Just use effect then.
Yep. So we'll say in this use effect method, takes in a function. Whenever the user changes, we'll want to run this use effect. So I'm going to create a function in here that will essentially execute this get logged in user API. So I'm going to actually import get logged in user. So this function called const get user, I'm going to make it async. I'm going to say, hey, if local storage dot get item auth user does not equal null. So that means there's something stored in there. That means there's a token in there. I'm going to run let response equals get logged in user. I'm going to pass in local storage dot get item auth user, or I'm sorry, auth token. Is it auth token or auth user? So it's auth token. I think in the tutorial it's auth user. I'm saying let data equals response dot JSON. And then I'm saying, hey, if data dot username, actually that's just console log data right now. So now I can say, hey, if there isn't a user currently, so if the user is null, run get user function. Run this get user function. And I'll do await. Some errors in there. There we go. Oh, let's see if this works. So I'm at the home page. So look right here, the signature has expired. But now if I go to login, TA-preet, 123, submit. Now I go to the home page. Now I refresh. Uh-oh, what happened? Method post not allowed to current user. Let's see what just happened. See what the response was. Method post not allowed.
Is there a reason it's a post and not a get, since you're just trying to retrieve data?
Let's see. Did I mess something up?
Yeah,
Oh.
you
Yeah. So it should be a get. So I don't need that post method there. You're absolutely right. So let's go to login, TA-preet, 123. Go to the home page. Let's see what returns here. All right. So user is null, but app.js line 19, I get this username back. I can come over here and see this current user. This is what my current user is. And if I keep refreshing, come over here, I get the current user that's logged in. So with that, I've got the user. Where's my code? So that's this part. Now I can just say, like, if data, was it data username? So data.username, I can is logged in or set is logged in to true and set user to, what is it, data? There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. So now, if I just keep refresh, oh, no, I don't want to go to Wall Street Journal. So now my username is persisting no matter where I go. login. So let's go to sign up. So John, right, sign up. I can sign up John, 1, 2, 3, submit. We'll come over to here to the home page. I can get hi John. And now I can just navigate to any sign up page. All right, I can go to the sign up page, but if I go home, I'm already signed up. If I do refresh, there we go. So that's authentication with React front end, Django backend using Java JSON web tokens, and storing that token in local storage and retrieving that token from local storage, and then getting that logged in user by passing that token and just passing that token in the authorization header field. What questions do you have? It's kind of a lot, right?
This can be pretty fun though.
Yep. So this is like the correct way, I guess, to do authorization. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop the recording.